Can you explain your view of the fundamental role of government in our society? Based on that, what national government programs are necessary? What are some good and bad examples that demonstrate your view? So, I mean, that's a huge question. I think one of my favorite thinkers is Tyler Cowen, who's an economist at George Mason University, who I all recommend you follow. He has a great blog called Marginal Revolution. And he's someone who was something of a libertarian, but he made a post several months back about something he called state capacity libertarianism, which is a kind of awkward name. But basically, what it means is a philosophy that understands the value of markets in creating wealth. The fact that we can even have a conversation about wealth inequality in America means that we have enough wealth to worry about who gets what amount of it. And the engine of that wealth is capitalism and markets. But at the same time, there are some things that we just do need governments to do. For example, COVID-19, right? Our government at every level has failed pretty spectacularly. And it's not just our government, it's many governments around the world. But our inability to very quickly get things done that the market isn't going to do, like widespread contact tracing or something like that. Cowen's basic point here is that, yes, libertarianism has very important points to make about the centrality of markets for creating wealth, but we need a new version of it that accounts for the fact that there's problems in the modern world that we need governments to be the wind at the back of things like nuclear energy and pandemic prevention, for example. This is not something that the market is going to naturally do necessarily. So it's just a kind of acknowledgement of markets that also allows for a role of government, but not an expansive role of government, not a careless expansion of the welfare state that limits growth. The whole thing is a negotiation. There's having a safety net for people who can't take care of themselves, people who can't get a job because no one in the private market can pay them to do anything, whether it's because they're mentally ill or because they have personality disorders, or because whatever the reason. There's some people that are unemployable and they shouldn't starve, right? So that should be on the government. Outside of that, there's a negotiation between the welfare state and growth. There can be a trade-off where the bigger you make the welfare state, the less the economy grows over the long run and the less wealth there is 50 and 100 years from now. Which is not to say every welfare program decreases growth. I think it's all about the specifics of each program. So that's my basic outlook on how quote unquote big the government should be.